stand to think of the good moments I shared with him because it just hurts too much. I know there's not a correct way to grieve or time limits, but I just feel like I've got to get up and start looking after myself for everyone around me. I really want to thank any of you that read this. It's been incredibly helpful just to be able to share my feelings a little bit. I hope you all have been doing well. Kind regards. New update March 17th, 2025, 2.5 years later. I wasn't quite sure how to respond to all the messages I received after my last post. It seemed like a mighty task to reply to you all individually. So although I appreciate the well wishes, you'll have to settle for sharing the thank you message. So thank you all for the advice and care you've shown since that one Christmas so many years ago, smiley face. When my husband passed, I could not see another way to live my life. We had shared and created so much together, and I suppose I never imagined a life without him because I never wanted it. That being said, my husband, quite selfishly, died, and so after a year of stagnation, it was time to live a life without him. I've moved closer to my eldest son and wife to help raise my grandchildren. It was difficult at first because although the children keep me busy and gave me joy and purpose, I did sometimes wish to talk to someone my own age about my own interests, and not just Bluey. Serendipitously, I ran into an old friend of mine at the leisure center about a half year ago, and she's also widowed. It feels like a light in my life has been switched back on. We reconnected almost instantly, and it's a blessing to have someone I can rely on again. We are living together and she's pretty much considered co-grandmother. While I do still wake up alone, I now know that the kettle is already boiling downstairs, smiley face. Penny is doing well. She has now moved to the Netherlands for work and she and her partner are still together. They've just recently gone back home after visiting for the week, smiley face. Sally is also doing well. I know for some that will be disappointing to hear, including myself sometimes. On one hand, as a mother, I'm glad she's happy. On the other hand, equally as a mother, I can't forgive her for hurting Penny. I also have some deeper resentments as my husband passed while he was also hurting because of the decisions she had made. Sometimes it feels unfair to hold that against her. We still talk and I still love her, but sometimes I feel like I'm going through the motions rather than caring for my daughter as I used to. It's also a really hard thing to talk about to other people. There's a lot of guilt and shame involved when sharing that sometimes I feel quite ambivalent towards my daughter. All in all, the last couple of years have been a bit eventful. I would give everything to turn back time, but I can't, and so I spend my time appreciating everything I still have. Once again, thank you all for your advice, care, and well wishes. The help I received was invaluable for navigating a difficult time in my life.